Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I had a nice long rest last night and I woke up bright and early, back to the drawing stuff, and yeah, so the thing I'm drawing today is actually like a brand new idea that I just kind of suddenly started working on. I think it was Tuesday when I started the character designs, maybe? I don't know, I can't remember, but it was this week basically. And what I wanted to do was I just wanted to make a sports anime type thing. Because I don't know about you guys, but sports anime, well, sports manga, I read it more than I watch it. I love so much. And, you know, I've never actually done like a purely sports thing because, well, it's like I don't know the rules to any sports. But I like gave in the other day and I was like, you know what? Let me just try. And so I designed a ton of characters for this story that now you're seeing the characters for. This is the cover of what this story is. I don't know just how much of it I'm gonna do, but yeah. It's been fun working on it so far. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, probably not gonna share any story stuff for a while. I kind of want to get backed up on like content before I start releasing it. But yeah, like, don't be mad, but it's just, you know, another one of my ideas. But I don't know. You know how it goes. I almost actually forgot to record this, the audio anyway. Like, I was sitting here listening to music and being like, yeah, I gotta record the audio for Draw and Talk tomorrow. It's fine, I'll do it tomorrow. But then I'm like, wait a minute, today's Friday. If I do it tomorrow, it's too late. Which of course, like, I'm sure nobody would be upset if Draw and Talk was a day late, but like, I would prefer if it stayed on the Saturday morning schedule, at least for EST. And I'm sure a lot of people appreciate the weekliness of it. Ooh, that reminds me, for like, talking about weekly stuff. If I released a comic, I'm not saying it's this one, I'm not saying I have any pages done for this or anything. I swear. But yeah, if I were to release comic pages, I was wondering what kind of time frame do you think would be best for that kind of thing, right? So like, I actually looked up, it's like, oh, what's the best times for releasing comics? And I got a few different like answers, and one of them was Mondays and Fridays. So it's like you can do it twice a week, so it's not like you have to wait a full week for just one page. So it's like twice a week updates at like, you either should post it in the morning of EST or the afternoon. Not brunch hour, I guess, so, because they were like, oh, they'll probably be at work or school at those times, so it's best to either post in the early morning or the afternoon. So I was wondering what you guys would think would be best. I think Mondays and Fridays sound the best as for days, but like, you know, you never know. I mean, just give me your input. Maybe you think Wednesdays and Saturdays would be better, or something like that. Or like, hey, if you make comics and if you release comics, what is your schedule? Like, do you have a schedule for like, do you have a buffer for how many pages you've done so far? Do you schedule the pages for certain days, or do you just post them whenever you make them? Or do you like make your whole chapter and then release it? Because I actually kind of wanted to do that, but I looked it up, and someone was saying that it was better to release gradually rather than a full chapter at once. And I was actually surprised. I was like, don't some people like reading a ton of comic pages at once? I don't know, I felt like it was like, is that true? Is that whole, should I release gradually, or should I just release it all in one go, you know? But I don't know. Releasing gradually is definitely a lot less scary because it's like, okay, now I can relax. I don't have to work on pages every single day. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you what, like, the sport was. So the sport for this idea was, track and field. And I chose track and field because it's like, I mostly understand how it works, and I feel like it would be easy to look up the rules for stuff and how things work. Like, I mean, I've already been able to generally understand how things work. Like, I had to look up pole vaulting information, like, what kind of things do you need to be good at to be able to do pole vault. So it's like, it was like, usually thinner, taller people, but you also have to have upper body strength to carry the pole, and you have to have a lot of coordination for, like, so you don't stab the pole into the ground in the wrong place and go all up awkwardly and stuff, and you have to have some sort of gymnastic ability so that when you're in the air you can maneuver yourself, you know, over the pole thing for like height and stuff. So it's like, so that's good. And like, I feel like it's a lot easier for me personally to understand. I totally would have done volleyball as well because I understand volleyball very well from Haikyuu, of course. The funny thing though is like I understand volleyball pretty dang well because of Haikyuu, but there's another sports manga that I am really super into called Ofuri, and that's a baseball anime / manga. And I would say I don't understand baseball nearly as much as I do Haikyuu, even though I'm so much more into Ofuri than Haikyuu. So it's a little strange, but I don't know. I mean, I still love watching / I don't know, seeing the information and stuff on both of the sports, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like I understand volleyball more. The point was, like, I didn't want to make a Haikyuu clone. You know, I didn't want to make a Haikyuu clone. So I was like, the track and field, I mean, it's running, it's jumping, it's throwing, and there's a lot of stuff to it. But at the same time, I feel like I can take it pretty slow for understanding and explaining things. And I do feel like I have to put some sort of disclaimer before the pages actually start and be like, hey guys, I've never been in track and field. I don't know if this is really how it works, so pretend this is how track and field works. Because like, even though I've done my research as much as I could, it's like, I'm trying to get a ton of stuff wrong. I mean, still, you know. I don't know how many of you guys would even be interested in, reading a sports manga from me. Like, I didn't even think of that until literally right now. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Not everyone likes sports anime or manga. I feel like a lot of you might just, you know, not mind, which, yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind if you don't want to read it. Yeah, seriously, I don't really care. As long as I'm having fun making it, I don't mind how many read it. But, like, at the same time, I don't want to be like working on this one thing and it's like, oh, now a bunch of you just are like kind of isolated, I guess, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. But anyway, yeah, so let me know your thoughts on all that. In other news, since I still have quite a lot of time to talk, I got a haircut yesterday and I got it cut very short. This is probably the shortest I've ever had it, because like the back and the sides are 1 inch right now, and then the top is probably maybe 2 inches, maybe 1.5 inches. I don't know. I didn't measure the top. Yeah, it's the shortest I've had it in a while, and it took so long to cut it yesterday. And I was like, I just wanted to eat, because the food was being made while I was getting a haircut, and we could smell it and everything. And it was like, oh my gosh, I just want to eat. So, like, we ended up stopping halfway through the haircut so that I could eat something. But anyway, so there was one funny part where part of my hair was still kind of long, and I was like looking in the mirror and I was like, wow, this looks like very seen. Like the way this is shaped right now, this looks very seen. And it was pretty funny. And then like eventually along the line when we were still cutting my hair, I was like, you know, this reminds me of Owl City's hair. Like, I don't know if you guys remember what his hair looked like, but I was like looking in the mirror, I was like, this just really reminds me of Alice City. And like, especially because of the color, because my hair is naturally brown, so all my hair that was blonde or orange grew out, and we cut basically all the color out, so now it's a lot of brown. And so looking in the mirror, I was like, man, this just really looks like Owl City. So then throughout the rest of the time, we were like making fun of the lyrics to the Owl City songs. Like there was one point where it's like, you know, the lyric was like, I would just stand and stare. We were making fun of it. We were like saying as if he was like watching someone like very creepily, just like stare. I don't know, we were having a good time, having fun. Oh, we also did a ton of squats after that. I don't know why. My younger sister is the one who cut my hair, so we were having fun. And we just did a ton of squats afterward. And, you know, at the time, I was feeling fine, but, like, later on in the day, I was like, my legs felt like jelly. I was like, oh. We actually hung out a lot that day. I think we ate a mango. I mean, that doesn't sound very eventful, but we've never had, like, an actual, like, mango that you cut. You know what I mean? Just, like, an actual mango. So, we'd had a mango for, like, probably a week now in the house, waiting to get ripe. We went to eat it that day in the morning, and it felt kind of, I don't know. It was weird. I was the one who cut it, and I didn't actually look up any tutorials on how to cut a mango. And so I was just like, yeah, there's a pit in here, but let me just try to slice through as much as I can. And like, I ended up, I don't know how to explain it. I would like cut it through close to the pit, but like just kind of like slide this very odd shape off. I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, so we ate the mango, and it wasn't great. I don't know if it was what we did wrong. Like, I don't know if it was overly ripe, like too late, you know? I don't know if it was too late, or if the mango we had wasn't good, or whatever. But we were eating it, and we were both like, yeah, it's not great. I mean, we're still gonna eat it and finish the whole mango, but it's not good. Like, I much prefer, because I've had mango slices in little fruit cup things, you know? So I much prefer those, and it's like, do I just prefer those because they're sweeter from the, you know, the juices, or what? It's like, is this a bad thing? I don't even know if I would say I would like a mango or not now, but yeah. Ooh, I almost forgot to say, this sports manga thing that I'm working on, it's called Sour Sprinter Sakai-kun, and like, I don't know about you guys, but it's like kind of embarrassing with the whole kun-chan-san everything, but it's like, can't I just follow my dreams? You know? It's like, come on. Maybe to some people it's cringe, and you know, it's probably to most people, but it's like, I don't know, I just wanted it, okay? I'm actually using a lot of the suffix stuff in the actual story. Everyone's using like the last names, and then like san usually, because you know, that's the general one. I don't know. I don't really know if I want to hear your opinion on that, because it's like, you know, it's super embarrassing, but it's like, I just want to have some fun, you know? Just let me have some fun once in a while. And I'm telling myself that, I'm not telling you guys that. But anyway, yeah, let me know which character design you like the best. I don't know, I had a lot of fun making these characters. I'll even in the description link the character design sheets. They're not actually done, I just kind of did scribble shots of them. But I just wanted to get the designs down so I could make this big picture again. Oh, that reminds me, like, you know, I think it was last week or the week before when I did that, birthday drawing where it was, like, a big picture with a ton of people in it. And I was, like, working on this week, and near the end, I realized, I was like, hey, I just did another giant picture. Like, it didn't even cross my mind. I was like, oh, I mean, pretty awesome. Let me know how you guys feel about it. I know a lot of you liked the sketch page one of Draw and Talk I did that one week. I should do that again, but, I mean, I've been going pretty well on, like, making actual drawings so far, so it's, I guess just whenever I'm not feeling a big picture like this, I'll just do another sketch page. But yeah, so, let me know how your month has been going. I mean, it's halfway through March already. Yeah, so, do you have any plans for the upcoming week or the upcoming months? Let me know in the comments. Tell me wonderful stories. I always love reading your comments. I'm, like, seriously, guys. I always feel so honored that you actually take the time to write out some pretty long comments for me to read. Like, it happens just about every week where a lot of people have a lot of things to say about, like, how they're doing, and it's like, I feel like we're friends, you know? We're friends. And that makes my heart swell, you know? It's like, thanks, guys. You guys are great. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed the picture. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and bye-bye.